Good morning. I certainly hope you've slept well. If you would like to cruise over this little intro bit, then by all means just go to this point in the video. It's all good. If you've just rolled out of bed to greet me, then I would recommend you just quickly going to the bathroom, giving your teeth a bit of a brush, scraping your tongue if possible, and then splashing your face with cold water, just to help you feel fresh and a bit more awake. Also, you spent a long time not having drunk anything, so I'd recommend getting some liquid inside you, but not coffee. I mean, maybe after, but not right now. Water is best, H2O. Ideally warm if possible, but cold's all right as well. Just grab a cup, give it a drink, and then come on back over. A simple explanation about why it's important to stretch the body in the morning is because it helps improve circulation into our extremities, which makes movement a lot easier. It also helps remove some of that muscle tension that we've experienced during our 8 hours of sleep. So without further ado, let's stretch that tin man.
Oil my arms, please. Oil my elbows.
We'll begin by helping the mind become present through some breath exercises. Inhale, stretch your arms out to the side, bring them up towards the ceiling, really energize through the fingertips. And exhale, lowering them back down. Inhale through your nose, bringing the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale through your nose. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale. Stretch through the fingertips and exhale, lowering the arms down. Nice controlled movements. Inhale, stretching out and up. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now come onto all fours with your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips for cat-cow. Inhale, arch your spine down, take your chest towards the ceiling and take your gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, push away from the ground. Draw your shoulder blades away from each other. Feel that nice stretch in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, arch the spine down, draw the tummy towards the ground. Take the gaze up and open the chest. So pinch your shoulder blades together. And exhale, tuck your chin, round the spine, push away from the mat. We'll do this 2 more times, and if you'd like, you can add subtle movement as you're going up. You can move your spine from side to side. Move your hips around. And exhale, releasing to a neutral position. But thread the needle. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale, thread it underneath your left arm and bring your right ear to the mat. Stretch through your fingertips. Inhale, bring your arm back up towards the ceiling and exhale. This time your left arm, inhale, lift your left arm up, open your chest and exhale, thread your arm underneath your right armpit. Draw your left elbow and ear to the mat, stretch through your fingertips. Inhale. Stretching the arm up and exhale. Sit back into your heels for an extended child's pose. Allow your head to rest onto the mat. We'll move from child's pose through to half cobra. So inhale, draw your chest in between your hands and imagine like you're rolling a ball along the ground with your nose. So keep your nose low. Inhale, draw the chest up, draw the shoulder blades together in half cobra. Now we just want to use our lower back muscles here, so you might just can release your hands off the mat. And exhale, place your hands back down and push back into child's pose. Do this one more time. Inhale, roll that imaginary ball along the mat in between your hands. Lift the chest towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulder blades together. Release your hands if possible. And exhale, place them back down. Push back into child's pose. Inhale, coming back up onto all fours. Keep your legs at a 90-degree angle here. Extend your hands out in front for extended puppy pose. Draw your chest towards the mat. Inhale, come back up onto all fours. Tuck your back toes and push your hips up towards the ceiling and your sit bones back towards the back of whatever room you're in for a downward facing dog. You can keep your knees slightly bent because our hamstrings aren't quite warmed up yet. And if you'd like to help warm up your hamstrings, you can lower one knee towards the ground and then the opposite knee and just walk the dog. Rise high on your toes, look up, step in between your hands into a halfway lift. So you can place your hands on your shins or fingertips on the ground in front of you. You want to have a nice extended spine. Lengthen through your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your feet a hip distance apart. How you can tell is by placing two fists in between your feet. That's roughly a hip distance. Relax your head and shoulders. Take hold of your opposite elbows with each hand. Do a few yeses and nos with your hand. Now you don't need to have straight legs here. You can have them slightly bent. Try and make contact with your torso and your upper thigh. Just allow your head and neck to completely relax, releasing any tension you might be storing there. Release your hands and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll up into standing position. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, lift your shoulders towards your ears, and exhale, draw them back and down. One more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, back and down. Bring your big toes together, your heels slightly apart. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand and just stretch over to the right side. Inhale, straighten. Take hold of your other wrist and exhale, stretch over to the left side. Inhale, straighten. Now we'll begin our first sun salutation of the morning. Inhale, energize through the arms, and exhale, folding forward. Keep your back nice and straight, and then relax into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, so lengthen the spine towards the side of the room or front of the room, whichever way you're facing. You can have your hands on your shins or fingers in front. Bend your knees, place your hands on either side of your feet. Step back into a high plank. Zip up your core. So there are two options here to go through high plank to low plank. We'll do the first one by lowering our knees onto the mat. Make sure that we keep our core nice and engaged. Keep our elbows close to our body and slowly lower down. Lower the chest down to the mat. Point your toes. Inhale to that half cobra we did earlier. And exhale, release back down. Tuck your toes and push yourself back up to high plank. So now that's option 1. Option 2 is rolling over to the tippy toes, bringing your elbows slightly in front of your wrists, bending your elbows so that they come to a 90-degree angle. Inhale, point your toes, lift up to upward facing dog. Really lift up your kneecap and your thighs to protect your lower back. Exhale, rolling over the toes to downward facing dog. So there are those 2 options when we move from high plank to low plank. In downward facing dog, it's really important to put your weight into the triad part of your hand. So that means your index finger and knuckle, as well as your thumb. So we spread our fingers wide, index finger parallel to the opposite one, and push into all 5 pads, well, I guess all 10 pads of our fingertips to help give our wrist more strength and to avoid any potential injury over time. Rise high on your toes, look up, step in between your hands into that halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stretch the arms out and up. And you might be feeling nice and warm. We'll just do one more sun salutation. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, stepping back into high plank. Now high plank to low plank, option 1 or 2, whatever you prefer. Coming down into low plank. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, rolling over to downward dog. This time lift your right leg up towards the ceiling, toes pointing down. Really push into your heel here. And exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down onto the floor. Bring your torso up. So try to make sure that you have your back knee at a 90-degree angle, front knee at a 90-degree angle. So we've got a little square going on here. Bring your hands onto your hips. Tuck your tailbone. Bring your palms to your heart center. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. And exhale, twist over to the right side. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your knee. And try and draw your palms to heart center. Inhale, coming to the front. Exhale, place both hands either side of your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. On your next inhalation, lift your left leg towards the ceiling. And exhale, step it between your hands, lowering your back knee down, coming up. Making sure you've got a 90-degree angle in your front and back leg. Inhale, bring your palms to heart center, lengthen your spine. And exhale, drawing your right elbow to your left knee, twisting over to the left side. Drawing your palms to heart center once again. Inhale, come into the front. And exhale, place the hands back down. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Rising high on the toes, looking up. Step in between your hands into that halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend the arms out and up. And exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Now take a big step with your right leg or left leg, a leg, towards the back of the mat. Slightly pigeon toe. Have your toes slightly pigeon-toed. And bring your palms to, not your palms to heart center, no, we want your palms on your hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine for a wide-legged forward fold. And exhale, slowly bending the hips. Bring your torso into a tabletop position. Okay, release your hands down underneath your shoulders. And then just release your torso, release and relax towards. Bring your torso towards your thighs. Now you can line up the tips of your fingers with the tips of your toes. Then use your hands to gently take you deeper into this pose. Every inhalation you take, gather strength. And every exhalation, just go a little deeper. Inhale, coming into that tabletop position. Bring your right hand underneath your chest. Lift your left arm towards the ceiling. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can bring your right hand on the outside of your left ankle. Inhale, coming to the tabletop position, bringing your left hand underneath your chest, lifting your right arm up. And again, you can bring your left hand on the outside of your right foot if you'd like to go a little deeper. And exhale, coming to the front and folding forward one last time. Inhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Just gently walk our feet so that our ankles are in line with our wrists, toes pointing out this time for a yogi squat. Now if this is a little difficult, if your heels can't touch the ground, you can roll up your mat or place a roll blanket underneath your heels. Bring your palms to heart center. Elbows on the inside of your knees. Just gently push your knees outwards. You can do a few figures of eights with our hips going one way and then the other. And release your hands. Come to a seated position, your feet along the long side of the mat. We'll just lie down. So we do a stretch for the back. So there are two options here. You can either just draw your knees towards your chest, or if you'd like, you can lift up, straighten your legs, place your hands underneath your calves, and then draw your shins towards your face, stretching the lower back here. And exhale. If you'd like to do a little core work as well, you can just lower your ankles so they hover off the mat. Inhale, drawing the shins towards your face. And exhale, lowering back down. So we'll do this 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Coming into a seated position. We'll just do some gentle neck stretches before finishing our practice for this morning. As you exhale, just draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, coming up. Do this 2 more times on either side. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale to right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, left shoulder. Inhale. This time we'll turn our head so that we're trying to look over our right shoulder. You can use your hand to gently deepen the stretch. And exhale, come to the front. Taking our gaze over our left shoulder. Again, you can use your hand, just deepen it slightly. And we'll do this 2 more times, either side. Inhale to right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale to left. And exhale. Last time on either side. Inhale to right. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last neck stretch. Inhale, take your gaze towards the ceiling, tilt your neck back. It might be best to place your right hand underneath your head just to gently support your neck. And exhale, straighten. 2 more times. Inhale, gazing up. And exhale. Inhale, gazing up. And exhale. And now we'll move into the most important pose of any yoga class, the Shavasana, or corpse pose. So you might want to put on a jersey or have a blanket handy. Gently lie down to a comfortable position. Hands, palms facing up, or in whatever position you feel most comfortable. Consciously bring your awareness to your legs and your feet. As you inhale, scrunch up your toes tight, engage all muscles in your legs. And exhale, release and relax. Bring your awareness to your arms, your abdomen. As you inhale, scrunch your hands up tight, engage your arms, engage your core. And exhale, release and relax. Bring your awareness to your face. As you inhale, scrunch it up tight. And exhale, release and relax. Wiggle your jaw from side to side and allow your body to become completely peaceful. We'll stay in this relaxation for a few minutes. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And your next inhalation, roll over to your right side. And gently come up to a seated position. I hope you and your body appreciated this morning's practice. If you did, then please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you think a friend might benefit from de-rusting their body in the morning, then please, by all means, share it. Otherwise, bye for now, namaste, and have a great day.